Hello and welcome back to another episode of GNG News. I am sorry about the delay. So just to clarify, I have not streamed for a good couple of days now with this. So I apologize. I'm going to do two streams today. Also, first things first, happy Friday. Hello and welcome to GNG News. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all having a fantastic day. So yeah, I am back. I've done quite a lot of the field guide pages. I've collected quite a few of them. I've leveled up quite a lot as well. I haven't really been playing this game too much off stream, but I thought I'd come back today and do two streams of this. One now and one will be this evening. So let's sort the stream out. Also, big shout out to Stasis Geek, who has been playing Hogwarts Legacy as well. I think he's a bit further in the actual game than what I am. So yeah, don't forget to check his stream out as well. And if I remember correctly, he is Ravenclaw. So if you want to see like what some of the quest lines are like, if you're in Ravenclaw, then do that. Let's start a poll. Okay, use the broom. That's one option. Next option will be explore Hogwarts. Explore Hogsmeade. Learn new spells. And the question is, what shall we do in today's stream of Hogwarts Legacy? Also, a big shout out to Riley Martins as well. We are working together once again to bring you guys something very special. Alright, I just need to sort the camera out and we will be on our way. And this lighting as well, because for some reason the light in this room is always terrible. But what can I do? I am currently using a ring light as well to provide better light, because the ring light actually provides better, clearer light compared to the natural lights that are in this room. So yeah, kind of annoying, but yeah, what can you do? So this is where I currently am at in this game. I'm on Charles Brookwood Trials. So I believe there was like 4 trials to do. This is the second trial. So I've made quite a lot of progress, I would say, in this game. Let me just show you my character. 35 is the level that I'm currently at. This is how I'm looking for gear. So my health is 2,745. Defense 305, offense 313. Everything that we're currently wearing is legendary. Wand handles. I thought I had got and acquired majority of them, but when I thought I'd filled the list, I looked back on it and there was like more that were added. So I don't know if there was an update for the game, because I have had a couple of updates for this game where they maybe potentially added in some more wands, or maybe just updates over time. Either way, I'm happy to keep finding these different wand types. One of my favorites is this one. very plain, but I think it looks pretty cool. It's like you can imagine if you had your keys hung on that. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, there's some other ones. Some of these you can acquire through like not trial, sorry, through quests, and some you can literally just find in and about around the world. So yeah, just explore the world as much as you possibly can, and you know, I'm sure you'll come across as many different ones. Like there's these block ones, there's these kind of checkered board looking ones, corkscrew effects. I have been told apparently there's some Twitch affiliate items, like there was a Merlin's cloak that you could get if you're a Twitch affiliate. Unfortunately, I'm not a Twitch affiliate, but yeah, there are many different items that you can get. There was like some Amazon exclusive items, because apparently there was like an Amazon edition of this game. So yeah, I know for PlayStation 5, or maybe it's just PlayStation as a whole, okay. Let's see. Alright, lighting looks good. So let's get this popping on. And without further ado, here I am. Hello. So yeah, we've done quite a bit in this game, to be fair. I'm pretty happy with how well this has been progressing for us to be a dark wizard. I've learned one of the unforgivable curses thus far, so I'm on my way. It is Crucio, which is basically a curse which just tortures somebody. When you do it, someone's just stuck in one position, and there's like green sort of electricity that's, you know, flowing in and around their body. That just keeps them stuck in momentum. It's good if you're fighting a boss, or you've got like a horde of enemies and one's like particularly giving you trouble. It's good to use to like single an enemy out and give you a bit more time to think. So I have tried to do quite a few of the dark traits. I've done all the ones for stealth because I found that doing these, it was easier for traversing around. Now if you got the game, I don't know if this will help you at all, but I found using these were good. So certain chests that you want to get, like in this game, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a chest that has a large eye, and you know, sometimes it's good for you to have a better upgrade for it, because some of them are weird unless I've just had like a glitch or something. But I've had it before where they've literally, I could just about see it, and it has not let me in any way at all go anywhere near it. I've had to have that spell cast. So yeah, that's something that I have been trying to do. Obviously I did all the ones for Room of Requirement because they were needed for just general management of those rooms, and then I kind of focused mostly on doing the dark arts one. The only two that I haven't got is, obviously I haven't got Avada Kedavra, because once you have that I can do the mastery for it, and same with Imperio. So yeah, so once I get those two, that will be the next talent points that I'll be trying to spend. When that happens, I don't know, but we shall see. Anyways, let's get on with this. What am I fighting? Boom. Whoa. Alright, I need better spells for that. Definitely need better spells for that. Freeze. That's if he's close. I don't want him to be close. So. Whoa! Oh my, this is like Destiny! Jesus! Freeze! Come on. Oh, what's that? Oof. Boom! Whew. I'll give him that, it made me work for it. I was gonna say, don't disappear. I wanna get out of here. What is it with these large statues? I keep half expecting them to come to life, because that's probably the way out, I reckon. No? That looks like a weird sort of type of chest, but alright. Gotta be something collectible in there.
Revelio.
Identified net item. Oh, the pensive again, I guess. What are we gonna see this time?
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Interesting.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
So maybe they didn't like the fact that she was using the magic for like her own, I don't know, her own reasons or something. Because I could understand why she did that, but I don't know. Maybe if it's some crazy magic they've never seen before, this dire consequences. Okay, so I was right about this being the exit.
Revelio.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I hate how they're doing this. I want to know now.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
Ah. She should have a lot of insight since she used to...
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials.
Oh, she's Irish.
I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed,
How
I
do you,
should.
I want to know,
I shall
how do they
confirm that
become
everything is in
paintings?
order
Do you have to
immediately.
be somebody to become a painting? Like, for example, can any...
Of course.
Would Harry Potter become a
Fitzgerald needs
painting?
some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
Okay, so I presume we've got one more mural to
continue to hone my magic.
complete
You do learn quickly.
after this trial.
Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Oh, we've got into winter now, have we? Chapter 3? So this game is in chapters. I think it's 4 chapters to complete the term. Or the year.
Revelio.
Read mail. From the desk of Piers Pemberton Hogsmeade, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues and the moons contained therein were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others. Oh, so it was him. Maybe I can now. Oh, maybe I can now go and speak to that guy. About
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something.
Who's been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues
Yes,
and the
so
books
now we can
contained therein were placed.
go and see the caretaker. Oh, and there's some other ones as well. Right, we'll wait.
Were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
Ooh. Suspicious.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to breed beasts.
Ooh.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Alright, well. Let's go and do that quest first of all. Which is in Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Those statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Revelio.
Okay, so I feel like I'm just like I'm running back and forth between these two. It's like you said this and you said that, and, and now I gotta go and tell him what he said, and he's gonna say his point of view and his side.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Upstairs, it seems.
You should consider carrying a protection.
Here he is.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Well, that's that dealt with. Acquire a giant purple toad with the knapsack. Not spawn anywhere close. Okay, I'll spawn there.
On another adventure, are we?
What style?
My mother
Coffee sweeting. As a proper Harry Potter.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntown Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna finish this quest and then that is gonna be the end of
A
this.
centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Come on, Poppy.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Still smoking. They pelt. Poor beasts. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Revelio.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh, come on, Poppy. Which way are we going?
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. It's the lay of the land.
Right, I'm not doing the whole softly softly. I am a dark wizard, so...
Well,
You'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to
Right,
find
guys.
out.
I will, I'll be back in a bit. Alright? Peace.